trade. And that got him going, I think.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Here's Roberson. The quick look, no good that time. Dishes it to Thompson. Kicks it out to Love. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Love's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they play best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play. Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
The screen from Thompson. Thompson is double.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line. Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Stolen by Thompson. Irving attacking. Great D that time from Westbrook. The Thunder have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. No good from Durant. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Pass to Love. Fires the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And then Durant with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that great The Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida. And he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And really, just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Here's Shumpert after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. There's the pick. Here's Shumpert. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And stolen by LeBron. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Again, Shumpert missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Singler kicks to Ibaka. Cantor dishes to Waiters. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Ibaka, the pass to Waiters. And the basket good. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside jumper. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. The Cavaliers again can't hit. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Thunder. They're up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Smith is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Irving. And it's Thompson in the center position. Durant kicks to Cantor. Back to Durant. Baseline try. And the rejection by Love. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And so here is Oklahoma City. Westbrook can't get it to go. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Thompson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Here's Morrow. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot clock at 5. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Durant gets it to go. Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Cams the 12-footer. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Roberson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. Now, here's Westbrook. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Irving. And the basket by Morrow. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
So another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Thompson. Another miss by Cleveland. Durant for three. And that's collected by Love.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Unloads from 9. Here's Roberson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Roberson's got 4 this quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
They get it back. Morrow dishes to Durant. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Roberson. Here's Adams. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yeah, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Pass to Canner, and stolen by Love. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And the shot no good from McRae.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Now, here is Ibaka. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but Not if that's going to be the result.
Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding, but they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Timeout call for the Thunder.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench points.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love checked in for Fry. Smith comes in for McRae. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Kyrie Irving.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Here's Shumpert. True on the 14-footer. Shumpert's got his first points in this one.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play. And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Smith kicks to Love. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Cavaliers foul.
Love's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. Oklahoma City has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Adams gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Adams has got 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Adams outside. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Adams. Sinkler comes in for Kevin Durant. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Well, you look back in the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Now here's Waiters on the wing. Singler. 5 to shoot. The dish now to Ibaka. Right over the D. And the Thunder lead by 8. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now, here is Foy. Guarded by Shumpert. And Foy kicks to Ibaka. Here's Waiters. True on the 14-footer. Waiters got his second basket.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Here's Cantor. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Smith. And on the way from Irving for three. Another three for Cleveland.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Knocked away. And stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And Shumpert slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Tipped away. Shumpert with the steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Oklahoma City trailing. So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in the point guard position.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. LeBron drives in. And he slams it one-handed.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Kicks it to Robertson. Shot is no good. Good D by Love.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Left side, Shumpert. Back to Irving. It's a pick by Love. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second.
Oh! Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I
I
saw
tell
it.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
And he gets it to go. 10 points for Kevin Durant.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Irving passes to James. He kicks it to Mozgov. From the corner. Again, Shumpert missing.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's foul number 2 for him. Westbrook kicks to Adams. The feed to Robertson. Durant with it. He's picked up by James. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And on the way from Irving for 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
LeBron outside. On the wing, Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Thunder have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Cantor dishes to Durant to take the lead, but they recover it. For 3, Westbrook. The Thunder with another miss.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Here's Roberson. And the rejection by James. Cantor, the pass to Roberson. Durant up top. Another block. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
The drive by James. That's good.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And stolen by James. But they'll get another chance.
They were quicker to the ball that time and got a second chance.
For 3. Irving can't get it to go.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. The finish. Yes!
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make at this stage of a really tight ball game.
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Ibaka off with the layup.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road...